I'm singing to myself because nobody will listen. So I just thought I would talk to myself and sing out loud. Good morning. Um, today the topic of conversation, as I'm channeling, is psychic mediumship. A lot of you are psychics. A lot of you are mediums. I think it's that not every psychic is a medium, but every medium is a psychic. Okay? So some psychics are mediums, which means that you as a medium in between the higher planes and the 3D, you are the medium. You're the go-between. Okay? You're able to hear, sense, feel so intensely. So intensely. And I've been a psychic medium a long time. But the thing is, the way that my body is so attuned to frequencies and energy, like I can wake up a second before somebody texts me because I just know that they're about to text me. Say I can wake up from a dream, like a dead sleep, to an email that just showed up before I even get a notification. And it's like so sensitive, those sensitivities through being a medium. And now I'm entering a union with somebody and I feel things so intensely from other people. And some is love. Oof, and it's a very sore subject. It's a touchy subject. It's kind of a touchy subject. My fingers kind of go everywhere. And I guess right now I'm having this struggle in my life where how do you be a psychic medium where you feel everything from everyone? And you have messages for a billion, jillion, gazillion people, because every person you meet has like 6 dead people on the other side or some message that needs to come through, right? And you open yourself up for that. You open yourself up for that. But this is why I've been so chronically single, because when you open yourself up to that, you're so personable. You're so approachable. Plus your aura and your high vibration attracts so much goodness and so much attention that I just assumed I'd have to be single forever. So now I'm entering a personal relationship and also having to balance my spiritual gifts that are coming in. And also you guys, also moving. There's just so much. And I just right now, the sensitivities of being psychic and a medium. And that I can feel people's pain and I can feel people's everything. And sometimes this is, my grandmother was bipolar schizophrenic, but she was very promiscuous in her mania. When she was bipolar, she had manic episodes. And she would like spend thousands of dollars at a casino in like a weekend. And then my grandpa wouldn't know about the bill for like a whole month before he found out about the credit card bill. And it's the same too, like in her moments of mania, she couldn't be controlled. No one could control her. And she felt liberated and free. And, she would do things. Her lifestyle was quite promiscuous in those moments. And in some way, like, I saw that as freedom. I saw that as absolute freedom in a way that everyone felt so scared of her as well because she was so uncontrollable. That there was this like power I knew she held. I knew she had a power that both intimidated me, scared me, but also like encouraged me to be like her. And I know that's really kind of not great because she was quite the dictator in our family. Like she was a pretty, well, like a ruthless matriarch. Yeah, very ruthless. But there's still this, like, she could have mania and she had those episodes and she was free and wild and everyone just had to back off of her. But she hurt so many people in the process though. And I watched her have zero self-reflection for that. Zero. She did what she did and everybody just had to fucking accept it. And after the fact, like there'd be this guilt and I'm like, oh my God, I cost your grandpa thousands of dollars at the casino. And And I talked to that guy and that hurt him. And then so I saw that as that is the part that everybody described as mental illness. That guilt part at the low, that was what most would call the depression. The guilt for having fun, the guilt for being herself, the guilt for having shame on top of shame on top of shame, her being so scared of ever having true freedom for so long. So she would come back to like a lower plane of existence and feel guilt there. And she let guilt take her over. She let guilt consume her and just be like the death of her. And I just don't want to do that. And so I'm entering this new partnership with a guy, and I'm like, please understand that I'm a psychic medium, and I'm so open that like I'm open. I'm very open. I'm just a very open lover. I'm a very open woman. I'm a very open person. And it's new. It's new because I'm free, and I've never seen a more free woman than me ever, and a lot of men have never seen a more free woman than me ever, and it's new, and I'm scared, and they're a little shocked. They're a little shocked, and I'm a little scared at how shocked they are, because I'm like, hello, get with the picture, get with the program of the new future. It's new age and women are free. So I don't know what the problem is, but you need to fix it. It's your problem. Like, you know, it really is. It's like, I'm very sensitive. I'm very open. I love freely, and I love intensely, and I love fully, and I literally, my job is to love people. That's it. My only crystal that I own is a rose quartz crystal I keep in my bra, literally from a friend of mine that gave it to me, and it's like the only gift I even own, really, from anyone. Like, that should tell you how romanticized my entire fucking life is. And I'm sorry, but I'm just not sorry. See, my grandma, she used to be sorry for shit. She used to be so sorry for shit. She used to have that mania with zero self-reflection. At least I have the self-reflection. At least I have the self-reflection to know that I'm a gorgeous girl, and I love freely, and I have a big heart. And there's a lot of people with big hearts. And so I'm not going to ever apologize for being myself. And I know that it might even cost me relationships. Honestly, it might even cost me a home. I don't even get to live here in 2 weeks. Like, I don't know, I might be under a bridge. But I don't care. That's where my heart is. My heart is with me. My heart is with freedom. My heart is with, I guess, a mania that doesn't end. Because it's not mania, it's just happiness. And I'm not allowing my freedom in any capacity to be taken from me. Just not. I'm fucking just not. I left a very rich husband in 2019 to be single, independent, living in my car, homeless. Yeah. I left a cushy white picket fence on my own accord, on my own doing, with a man who begged for me to stay, still wanted me back, offered to help me. It's not like I was some chump change. I mean, I'm a goddess. I treat myself like a goddess. I know that at my core, I'm a goddess. So in 2019, when I left, I wasn't about to go back to a tyrant. I'm not about to go back to someone who wants to control what I do or say or think or feel. I'd rather be single and live under a fucking bridge and be by myself. You know? I'd rather be me, and I'd rather be me alone with a fucking stuffed animal and trees to hug. You know, it is that. And I'm sorry that it's that, because God, I liked this guy so much too. And he is cute. And look, if it's not him, it is cute. It is cute. Oh God, he's so, oh, his heart. Damn, I really do like him too. He's cute, but not enough to give up my freedom. That freedom, that fucking freedom that I saw as a child. And I saw that the only freedom women had in my family was when they gave themselves permission to be free, give themselves permission to say, I did what I did. I love love. I need to break free sometimes. This is unconditional love. At least I love myself like this. You do not have to love me unconditionally like this. You don't. You don't have to love me at all. You can hate this part of me. You can hate me for this. You can think I am the world's devil. And honestly, I could be. But at least understand that, like, I have a big heart and I'm very sensitive, and I'm in my feminine nature where I bring in a lot of abundance, and that means a lot of abundance of love too, by a lot of people. And right now I'm window shopping, so there is no ring on my finger telling me what I do and do not do. I'm in my prime, in my single phase of enjoying my life as a free bird, and I will not. And I swear to God, I will not. And not only that, but I will encourage so many other women to get free in the same way. Because it's just, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. There's a lot of psychic people out there, and they get taken advantage of because they don't know how to have better boundaries. And that is my top priority. My top priority, these women. My top priority is inspiring these girls. That is my top priority, in a very positive way, in a way that would make them proud, in a way that would make me proud, in a way that would make their ancestors proud, in a way that would make the goddess proud. Liberation. I'm sorry. I'm not about to encourage any sort of emotional entrapment, and I'm not even about to be with a man that could ever represent me in a way that I feel is compromising to who I am and who these women are. And that is a big deal, because the guy that is on my arm, whoever that is, you'll have to represent an entire collective of divine masculines. So I feel strongly like saying, this is something that you're going to have to understand. That I'm too in tune and too open to ever be caged in, and you're going to have to understand that. And you don't have to. And it doesn't have to be any, like, you have to. I'm forcing you. No, I'm not forcing you. I won't be. I won't. We'll just part ways. I'll love you, and I'll never, like, not one ill word will come out of my mouth about you. Not one thought of anything less than that is a king right there. That is a king. Right? Because everyone has their preferences. Everyone has their thing. And in this instance, so this is something that I would die for a million fucking times. I swear to God I would. I swear to God I would. And as much as I get sad because I read I read messages from people that are angry at me. And it's like, there's the pitchforks now. There's that feeling now. It's okay. That's what happens sometimes when you rebel. Even rebel from your own twin flame. Even saying that whole, like, it's you and only you thing. Is it though? Because right now in my life, there's like that feeling of freedom and liberation for the first time. And it's not just you though. It's not. And that is the truth. And though that truth is tough to swallow, we're here in the 3D matrix where it's not just you. And that is the truth. But you also have to understand and know, as a psychic, as a medium, how sensitive I am to other people's energies. And there are also some men that project things onto me that I can't help what they do. I can't help what they do, especially online. I cannot help what they do. And it is a thing. And if there is still so much self-love and respect that I have for myself, then you should understand the respect and love that God has for me as well, and that instant forgiveness too, and in the way that there are things that happen that I don't have any control over. And you will just have to understand that. And there are things that you have zero control over, and you will just have to understand that. And I'm so sensitive, and I'm a very open person. I'm just open. And I think that it's just that society has not seen a woman, that society has seen a ton of women that do this, but I mean, overall, the whole collective of women, like the whole world full of women that are just so empowered and inspired, and they take back everything that they are, and they say, you know what, this is fucking it. This is what I stand for. And I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is and literally live under a bridge if that's what it takes. And I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with being single as a Pringle forever, because I really, truly, in my core, of course, believe that I should be helping women like me experience true liberation and true freedom to a point where I know it pisses people off. And I am getting so many text messages from someone not happy right now because I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Anybody on my arm, anybody that I would even exalt in any way, a real king in my life, yeah, that I am willing to exalt and willing, because I know what I can do. I know what I can do and what these girls can do. These girls can make magic happen out of fucking thin air. These ladies can manifest shit out of in 2.2 seconds. They've been taught by the best. Their higher self. And they deserve to have someone talking to them every day with a man sitting next to her that is 100% in alignment with God and can take his tyrannical dictator attitude ass somewhere else fucking down the road. And he can just shove it. Because I am not even about to have any of what I have built no to the dictatorship. We're not about to all hail. I'll all hail when I know that you're my king. Trust me, I will be worshiping when I know that you're the one. So, number one, iron sharpens iron. Go sharpen your own self and be better as a man. Be better without your ego. Be better, be better, be better. Okay? Just be better. Be your best. Be your best self. And when that best self is the self that I resonate with, then all hail. I'll worship. Trust me on that. And a lot of very gifted women like me all across the planet, the same thing. We know what we bring to the table. We know as goddesses what the fuck we're about. We know what we are. We know we can transmute shit like that for our man. Like, we know that you guys go from the lowest paid gig at your job to the right hand to the CEO in a matter of a couple years with us in your life. No. We know as goddesses what we do. So don't get it twisted thinking that, like, you're not a dime a dozen, because you are, until your ego is dissolved, until your tyranny bullshit self has a seat. Okay? Because you're a dime a dozen until you're different. So go be different. But also, man, what I love about this guy so much, it's the sexiest thing. God damn. It is literally the sexiest thing. And ladies, does it make you want to compromise? Eyes, doesn't make you want to compromise, because you start to see your own demise. There's such a weird dynamic between the divine feminine and masculines, wanting to have like this push-pull, but like this balance with the push-pull. Like, we're still in the center. We're still in that safe place of push and pull. I get to learn you. You get to learn me. But there's still that time to play in the middle. There's still that place to play in the middle. Like, nobody's saying anything crazy. It's not like you're completely like, you're fucking, but you're teetering in that sweet spot. The argument zone of your relationship. But it's a safe place. It's a safe place to have an argument zone. You know what I mean? And so in this instance, divine feminine, I think what you're about to find is the absolute maturity of the divine masculine, and how they don't really have that itch to scratch like other distorted masculines did. That itch to scratch to be in it. Like I think you may find that confidence alluring, and it might even get you to compromise some things that you needed to compromise on with your ego. Because look, we can sit here hating on our men all we want, ladies. Oh my God, his ego. Oh my God, his ego. I know. But what about yours, though, sweet cheeks? Come on. So you may even find that there's this moment of like, oh my God, what if it's me? Oh, I know. Shh. 2020 on the clock. Look at that 2020 crystal clear vision. What if you say, Divine Feminine, like, whoa, it's me. I'm the problem. Hi, it's me. I'm the problem. Hi, it's me, the narcissist. So great. And you have that moment of that self-revelation, that self-realization, and that self-reflection. It's like, oh my God, wait. Wait. Where did it stem from? Stem from childhood. Where did it come from? Came from that trauma. Came from unhealed something. And you look at it and you're like, what? And I'm telling you, Divine Masculines, the reason that this is working is because you are standing in your power. The reason that the Divine Feminine can't even budge is because the Divine Masculine is standing truly in his power, knowing full damn well what he stands for. And I love that. And this is where the true twins, right? The king and queen, the queen and queen, the king and king. Hey, they're really being exalted because they have that safe space to learn each other. And they learn within the dynamic. They're still so independent within the connection. And it's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful, harmonious melody together that they can play. It's beautiful. But yeah, Divine Feminine, it makes you go within it. It makes you look at something. It makes you look at why you're running, because now the feminine is running. You're the runner. They're the chaser. Now it makes you look at this dynamic. And when you look at it and you see that it's you, oh, honey. Better get some aloe vera for that burn, girl, because you're going to have to look at that shit. It's actually okay. I took an edible today. So I look at things when I eat edibles. Like I heal. I do a lot of shamanic healing when I eat edibles and have THC. And so for me, I go really deep into my psyche and I pull out some shit that's been there for a long time. And in this instance, it's that I saw my grandmother, bipolar, schizophrenic, and she had crazy ass mood swings. And it was very manic, manic depressive. So there were those times where she felt invisible. She felt invincible, like a Batman. Okay. And then the next day, crash out completely. Nobody can even hear from her. She's locked herself in a room. Nobody knows what's actually going to happen. And so there was always this feeling like she controlled the entire dynamic, and that was power. And so in my mania, in my manic moments, this feeling of I can control the entire dynamic. I can use this to my advantage. I can be the most powerful thing in the entire world because I can do it through my ego. I could do it through overpowering someone. Telling someone, no, you will think that way because I say so. And that's no different than her. And I do not want to be her. So having those instances for me in the same way, they thought that all of her mental disorders skipped a generation and went to me, skipped my mom and went to me. And I kind of think, I don't know, maybe. I'm not sure. I just know that I have things in my mind that are both broken and yet beautiful at the same time. And so basically the thing is, my grandma was very promiscuous when she would have her manic episodes, her mania. She would be up in the clouds for like 2 days. Nobody could understand where she was. She would literally leave the house with a bag, a suitcase, never come back for like 2 days. Nobody knew where she was. And we would find out later on that she was like just in somebody's house randomly, or just like talking to random strangers and just doing like, she just had like that moment where she needed to be free, and she did things that she, well, later on regretted. But that's because in her waking life, she never had freedom. So think about it. I mean, it's like being caged and then being told you have the keys to the kingdom. You have the keys to freedom. Like, go on, go crazy. And then you do. And then that's all people know you as, is that next day, the depression. And then that's all they see you as, is depression. So the more that they build up and compile up more depressing moments for you, because there's so many people projecting onto you like, oh, she's depressed. Oh, she's kind of crazy. Oh, she's kind of wild, right? That is literally being sent to you and your aura. And because my grandma didn't understand any of this stuff, she was not able to clear her aura of any of those projections. And so more and more depressing things would happen. She took it on as a curse. More and more depressing things. And the more and more depressing the thing was, the more manic episodes she had to have where she could break free from it and be like, fuck you guys, I'm not depressed, and go do something. Right? Right? And so now I'm seeing like, oh my God, I saw mental illness as a child and thought it was power. I thought that my grandma's mania was power. I thought that her loose lifestyle, her freedom, her ability to do whatever she wanted, go wherever she wanted, be with whoever she wanted, was freedom. I thought that was true freedom. She made it look so free. She made it look so, look, there are no consequences. But there were, weren't there? There were, because that's why she had depression the next day and the next day. And that's why the consequences were everyone that had been hurt by her had been sending negative attacks to her, and she had to accept it. She believed that she should be cursed for her actions, and so she believed in karma, so she believed that she should suffer, and so she did. Whereas if as a society, we would just take the mania and less of the depression, you know, there is no mania anymore. It's just a happy vibration. It's just happiness. It's just freedom. It's just a calm and centered, normal, happy, a contentment. It's no longer ups and downs, roller coaster. It's just calm. And most people don't want calm, though, because people get addicted to the up and down, the roller coaster. We get addicted to that shit. We even get addicted to that shit in fighting and arguments and relationships and shit like that. But it's like, if you can experience the calm, is that peace? Is that boring? To a lot of you, maybe. You ever had peace like that before? Just like, what happens then? You don't even know, man. You don't even know what it's like, because you live in the 3D plane of existence where it's up and down and up and down and up. If it's not your bipolar mood swing, it's your neighbor. If it's not your neighbor, it's your fucking coworker. It doesn't matter, bruh. And if it's not that, it's hormones. And if it's not that, it's a sugar high because you just ate a cookie at your desk at work. And if it's not that, it's your kid calling from soccer practices. He has a bloody nose. It doesn't fucking matter. Your ups and downs are indefinite here in the 3D physical plane of matter and experience, where you're a fucking human being with blood in your veins. And so I'm not apologizing for being a human, and you shouldn't either. Those mood swings that we have, there's so many people trying to label them a certain something. Go label it a certain something. I'm just calling it a full moon on my period when I haven't eaten today. You can call it whatever you want. Come at me with pitchforks as a witch if you'd like, saying that that's somehow a spell. I don't give a shit what you do, but just know that my blood sugar's low. I'm on my period. And they just canceled my favorite show on Netflix. So go fuck yourself if you think it's bipolar depression. It's just being a little fucking human. Yeah. And there's so many people like me that get called all these names and all these projections. And we just are like, I don't accept it though. That's not who I am. First of all, you don't have a clipboard or a degree. And if you do, great. But I didn't pay you $300 for a fucking analysis. So analyze someone else. Analyze this. So I know who I am. I'm with me 24/7. I know my story. I know my life story. I know my gifts. I know my talents. I know what I can do. So the women that subscribe to me, this is how I like to empower you. I like to empower you by showing you some fucking red flags of your own, girl. I like to show you how, when you're entering twin flame union with a divine masculine, you better step it the fuck up as well, sweet cheeks. Because it's not just, ooh, let's watch Jenna bash all the divine masculines in the world and tell them how to remove the stick from their ass. And here it is, divine feminines. I'm giving you guys a pass, but honestly, you're looking like a fucking train wreck. Facts. Because here I just got a whole bunch of shit texts from my boyfriend all about tyranny and how he's a tyrant. And I'm sitting here as the actual maybe tyrant, being like, oh my God, you're such a fucking Hitler. Oh my God. Yeah, right, exactly. So it's like, come on, ladies, like, come on, honey. Don't be low vibrational to tell someone that they're low vibrational, okay? Take the high road, sweet cheeks. But yeah, that's one thing that I cannot do, is thinking that what my grandmother did in a way that was sent to manipulate people. She did that shit to manipulate people, but in the wrong way. She wanted control. She knew that that did have a level of power and control in the world. And so she, as a narcissist, created an entire, as a matriarch, a whole family of scared individuals. Sorry, but that's true. She might be deceased, and I might be speaking about her in this way, but that it is what it is. That is the facts. So in a way, I saw mania mixed with low depression the next day as a way to fully entrance something or someone in a way that would negatively impact them, to manipulate them. And I saw what she did, and I thought that that was power. And now I see how not okay that is. I see how not okay it is to use mania and then depression, the flip floppy, as like a weapon. That shit is no joke, like MK Ultra or something. I don't know, but I'm seeing it for what it is. That I am really truly the problem. And it stems from trauma in childhood. It stems from seeing how the only power women ever had in my life was manipulation. But I would call that witchcraft, to be honest with you. I really would. I really would. I mean, my grandma, though, she wasn't a witch, and she just didn't know that stuff. But let me tell you, she was, in my opinion, genius. She knew how to control people using that. And that's just, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to, I think about it, and I'm like, as going from someone who's so free, and I'm 35, and I don't have a boyfriend, really, like a ring on my finger. I mean, I have a man that I'm talking to, and I'm really, really interested in him. But it's like, there's this feeling of, I can't control what's happening anymore. And even things that are leading me to love are uncontrollable anymore. Like crying or purging or phone calls with my ex or something to get closure, or, it's like Netflix movies that make you just cry in the heart space, and then you like die inside, and you're just feeling like you need snot rags all day, and you just can't. And it's like, boom, that was a heart chakra awakening, and then, you're in love again. And then but it's like, it's weird because it's happening in a way that the universe has me on autopilot. I don't even get to control things I say anymore. It feels like I'm at the mercy of God, and God leads me to that end result of love, but it like takes me through these twists and turns that aren't really mine. It's God's will for me to move through these like weird things, these weird little challenges and shit. And I always do it fine, but what makes me do it okay is Christ. What makes me do it okay is love. It's the only thing that makes me do it okay. That's the only thing that makes me get from that point to this point in a seamless transition. The only thing is God. The only thing is that I'm a godly woman, and I try my best to stay close to God. That's it. Because when the other projections come at me like, oh, but you're so freeing with your love, and you're so expressive that you must be loose, or you must have this lifestyle, and this, and I'm free, but I'm free in God. Like, I'm free in love. If I want to be with a partner, I'll be with a partner, but it will always be in love. Only love can get inside me. And real goddesses know that. So it will never be anything to worry about when it comes to dating. If you're truly in alignment with yourself as a goddess and the goddess energy, there would never be a worry in who you get matched with on Tinder, because whoever the fuck you get matched with on Tinder will immediately be your soulmate, because you're vibrating at such a level that you attract only that you're matched with at that level. And so it's going to be a Tinder soulmate, and it won't even take 3 days. It'll be like, hi, you're matched with your soulmate, because you're so fucking high vibrational, you manifested it. It's not like in dating you have to go like find somebody. Nah, they're already matched with you. It's just that most people who are trying to bitch and moan about the people they're matched with on Tinder are honestly such shit character people that they're bringing in the same narcissist that they are, and they're shitting there about their situation. Stop fucking talking about what you talk about. The universe thinks that you want more of it. And so they keep speaking trash over their life and over their Tinder matches. And I'm just sitting here with the universe, like eating my fucking popcorn, being like, damn, what a funny story. Like, we're just laughing at things like that. Higher vibrational entities and energies up here that can see shit like that. Like, there is nothing left to do but laugh at the comedy of it all. You're not about to intercede. You're not about to interrupt. And you're definitely not about to live there in it. You're not about to live with a narcissist, attracting other narcissists. You're going to let them pay their karmic debt together. So you're going to move on because you're high vibrational enough to know you should. But there's still that moment where you look at it like, it is funny. This is what you want. Otherwise, you wouldn't be attracting it. This is what you want. Otherwise, you wouldn't have it in your 3D physical experience. Right? So stop bitching and moaning about it and fucking change it if you want to change it. Right? Yeah. Hi, priceless beauty, beauty, beauty. Hi. War film, love that. I named myself FBI. Why? As a joke. Why? I have a question. I am just curious. So I want to get into the spiritual stuff. I got zero knowledge about this stuff. Oh, that's okay. You're cute. These are inside thoughts. Keep them inside and get off the internet. Why would I? Because you copied and pasted the most standard generic sentence and you pasted on every single YouTuber that you find to try to silence people from speaking shit about you and your mom. Your mama. Honey, get out of here. It's a fluke. You're a fluke. You're a joke. Hi. Thank you, Nazir. How are you doing? Hi, guys. Mm-hmm. 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 What? Oh, dude, are you gonna step up? Because listen, hey, because your name is Bass Boy, so I read it as bars. Like, you're gonna bring bars, right? Because, like, are you gonna step it up? Because I am in the mood the last couple days for some rapping. And today, right now is not the time, but when I want, I hope you can rhyme. Just in time. When I set it up later, okay? Maybe at 9. But if you want, if you're going to be there with bars, if you're not going to be there with bars, shut up and stop looking stupid with that name. Because that name is stupid. If you're not going to bring bars. Okay? Drop bars. Okay? It's a rap battle. You and me later. Okay? Anyway. So, guys, anyway, that's what I wanted to say. Is like, I am not the type to sit here. I don't fucking project that bullshit on me. I don't care if you're twin flame or Santa Claus, bitch. Don't put any of that nasty negative energy at me. Oh, hell no. Keep my gorgeous, beautiful name out of your mouth. I don't care if you're twin flame or Santa Claus. I really do not. I really do not. I really do not. If you are my worst enemy, if you are literally my twin flame and you become my worst enemy, bitch, I will go to war with you. I am not kidding. Do you know how many times I sent one of my exes to prison? Once. I act like it's happened a million times. It's not. Don't feel too threatened, but I can do it with my mind. I did it only with my mind one time. I'm telling you, if I want to do it again, I'll do that shit. So don't make me your enemy. If you're my twin flame, let's not be that whole like, I hate you, fuck you thing. No. How about you be my friend and I be your friend, even when we're in separation, even when you're in that mode of like, fuck her, huh? Because I'm right, right, right. I'm seven people. Yeah, I'm right, right? Am I? Because I feel it. You're going to go up to your 7 friends, and they're all imaginary, and you're going to ask them, she's wrong, right? Like, I know I'm right. Like, I am always right. Because I'm Gordon. I'm the king. That's right. Yeah, I'm the king. Okay, bye. Like, literally, bye. Like, literally, don't ever fucking talk to me again. Because, ew. Because, ew, though. Bye. Bye. But she's wrong, though. Am I? Because I'm never wrong. Just kidding. I sometimes am, and it's like right now I literally am wrong. But I'm not wrong when it comes to the fact that I love hard with an open heart, and as a psychic, I am so in tune to people's pain. Sometimes, honey, I get real close to people. I can't help it. I'm a magnet to some people sometimes. And he wants me to not be, and I can't not be. I can't not be. And that is the truth, and I'm sorry. And I know that that's why you hate that you love me, but you do love me. And you have to remember that. You have to. You're forced to. You do. And you know that what's happening is not my fault. So going forward, just know that the entire world up to this point has needed divine masculines to step up and keep a lot of innocent, good-hearted, holy people safe and protected. And that is exactly what anyone being with me is going to do. And if you want to step it up as a divine masculine, do so, because the world is really ready. I think. I know the divine feminines are ready because I've been teaching and training, and I've been doing some work, honey, for about the last 13 years. Since my spontaneous Kundalini awakening started 13 years ago, I've been doing some work. Me and other women like me. Okay, we've been prophesying for a minute. We are high priestesses, high prophetesses. So we got it the fuck right. You got it the fuck delayed. You know what I mean? So I'm waiting on you, divine masculines, to step it the fuck up. And I know I am not speaking for just myself when I say that. I know I'm not. A lot of people say that. A lot of people say that they're ready for you. But are they really, though? The real way to a man's heart is with premium bar links, girl. How many of you in here are tyrants? I mean, I am just asking for a friend, a very free friend, and I don't like some tyrants. Actually, most tyrants. I don't like any tyrants, actually. I would die to make sure that I'm never dating a tyrant ever. And that any of my girlfriends are never dating an asshole tyrant boyfriend. And that there's never a tyrant in political office. And that there's never a tyrant in me. And that there's never a tyrant anywhere. I would want so intensely to just have freedom and let everybody have freedom. The freedom that is God, the freedom that is light, the freedom that is love. You can do whatever you want. But just know there are consequences. You can do whatever you want, but there are consequences, right? Yes. So here's that moment. Here's that moment where Christ consciousness makes you aware of the consequences. And see, divine feminines, this is what I was getting. That, like, as much as I'll sit here and bitch and moan at your divine masculine, and trust me, I will, girl. It will feel so hella good, and you know it. As I take your money and read for you some cards, and I'm like, fuck that douchebag. What an asshole. You know I will. You know I will call him out for you, honey. But look, sit your ass down. We need to get you a little bit less of an ego. You, me, let's do it. Because the divine feminine's right now, listen. It's you. It is. And I'm speaking from experience right now, learning that holy shit, is it me? Am I the problem? As Taylor Swift would say. Because there are consequences. Your consequence is that you're hurting a king. Your consequence is that when you don't think about consequences, you end up hurting people. And then there's that moment that you realize that tyrant is you, that you have been that way for so long that your heart doesn't even work, that you would hurt people accidentally, maybe, yeah, unconsciously, but you're still doing it. And like to really look at it and be like, oh my God, am I my mom? Am I my grandmother? Am I my aunt? Am I her? No, you're not. You're not. You're not. You just have to see love as worth fighting for, as worth having, as worth changing who you are, as a tyrant, as a narcissist, as a reptilian brain, as a me, very selfish, because you're going from like this, most women that I know, and myself included, are going from this intense, hella fierce, hella independent, alpha female phase of our entire, like our whole life has been that, to just suddenly we're about to enter union with people, have friends, and like we're not going to be a fucking hermit anymore. We're going to have a man and like a dog. And like you're going from hermit, learning your spiritual, everything, your spiritual time, your dark night of the soul, to now being with the twin flame. And it's like, oh my God, I have to learn how to be like a partner and not hurt you. I have to learn that my actions have consequences. Oh my God. Right. Because now once again, after God removed everything from your life, now things are coming back in. Job, from the Bible, he had everything removed from him, and then got like 10 times as much or some shit like that. And it's like, that's you. You're going to have that. You're going to have that tenfold come back. And you're going to have to fucking realize like, oh shit, I have a soulmate sleeping next to me now. Like, oh shit, I'm a mom. Oh shit, I have a puppy. Oh shit, I have a congregation. Oh shit, I have an obligation. Oh shit, I have an oath. I swore an oath. I wouldn't hurt people. So now you're forced to look at whatever shameful thing it is that you have been hiding and bring it to the light. And for me, it's that my grandma, when she was manic, she would have those ups, that time of freedom. And it was the only time women could have freedom in our family, was to have manic bipolar. And in her high of highs, she would do some really crazy, reckless shit. And it would hurt everybody in our family. And I do not want that. In my mania, I don't want that. In those moments of excessive, over the top, I don't want that. I don't want to hurt people. And so I want to look at why I go over the top. You go over the top because you live so far in the bottom. And it really is that. It really is like there's this soul yearning to break fucking free from the depression that you have all the time, that you have like that upswing, that mood swing, that high, that mania moment that my grandma would have, and she'd spend like a couple grand at the fucking casino in one weekend, not telling anybody where she went. And nobody would know about it for an entire month. So she literally was a liar too. So you have that is such a narcissistic, that is such a thing. Like, it would be one thing to do it and like immediately repent and be like, bro, I did that. I spent our money, honey. But to say only a month later an apology only because you got caught, that shit is so fucking low vibrational and toxic and cruel. And it came from a cruel heart, is where it came from. And I don't have that. I don't have that cruel heart. I'm not doing it to hurt people. If I have my manic episodes, if I have my bipolar mood swing, it is not to hurt people that I feel free. I feel free to liberate myself. If my freedom hurts you, well, I'm sorry. I know that it does. And I know that I am sorry. And I know that if I would change it, I could. If I could, I would. And I really want to look at, can I? And this is a beautiful part of me believing in like alternative medicine and holistic approaches, that I actually believe the mind can heal all ailments, including a mental illness. That your own mind can fix and repair and heal itself so much that you don't even have a mental illness anymore. And I really truly do believe that. But I know I'm in the minority in believing that, but like whatever, I don't care if I'm in the minority in believing that, but it doesn't really feel like there's many options anymore for me in big pharma. I graduated from there. My therapist, I was in therapy for 10 years, and she said, I literally could save a spot for somebody who needs it. You don't need it, Jenna. What you need is a sounding board. You don't need therapy. So she literally graduated me from her clinic and refused to see me anymore. So I legit graduated from therapy. And that's what made me start realizing, like, holy shit, I could not only teach this stuff, but I meant to. The part of us that associates with mental illness can also be healed. You can realize where it stems from. My grandma, when she had bipolar mania, she, like the mood swings, man, the mania, she would just do outlandish shit just for attention. But then she could never, ever pay the debt, because when the attention is what she got, she couldn't handle it. Because attention in the negative is what she couldn't handle. So all these projections and all these curses from other people that she hurt, all these like stares and these like angry like fuck yous and you hurt me and all that, she wasn't able to take that on for what she would do when she was free. When she was high up and then low, like she would meet people who were like, you'll be paying for that. And she just couldn't take those curses. She just could not handle it because she had so many people project some negative, nasty shit onto her. And she had no idea. She had no idea how to transmute. She had no idea how to clear her energy. She didn't believe she didn't believe she deserved it. I certainly know I deserve it. So if somebody sends some negative energy my way, oh, I will. Skirt. Honey, take it back. Take that shit back. That's not mine. I don't care if you're my twin flame or Santa Claus. If you send negative energy my way, back to you. I don't care who you are. I know what I am worthy of. I know that I am beautiful. I know that I'm divine. I know that I am a good person at heart. And I know that when I have my intention set on love comes to me in a whole bunch of different ways. And sometimes romantic love. And sometimes it's flirting. Sometimes men flirt with me. Sometimes men give me money. Men give me money just because. All the time. I literally have exes paying for shit for me all the time. It is just a thing. It is just, I can't help that. And I don't want to help that. That is perfect. I don't want to have that change. Why would I? That's a beautiful thing. Exes that offer me edibles sometimes for no reason at all, just because I'm me. I mean, come on. If you can't understand that, I have no idea what to tell you, I guess. Sorry. Doesn't sound like a fun thing to not understand. I wish you understood it, but you don't, and it's okay. For now, I have to work through why I care so much about being free in a partnership. Where has my freedom been taken from me in every partnership I've ever had? Because the PTSD is fucking real. The PTSD, bro, that I am experiencing anymore. I'm on edibles right now, like seriously trying to heal so much trauma that I had just for being here, being cheated on here in this house, where I'm still living right now currently. The eviction notice I have on the door in this house. In 2 weeks, I'm gone. So again, I have to look at all this stuff. And I know that a lot of divine feminines are out there looking at this stuff too. And you have to, because you got to start receiving. The universe wants to give to you and help you receive. So figure out the shame of the receiving. It comes from a lot of men trying to not let you receive from other men. Or a lot of NDAs that were forced on you in work, and then you, for 5 years, couldn't work in a factory like that anymore. It's shit like that being forced on you by the universe that you created for yourself, the reality you created for yourself on accident. You didn't mean to, but you created that restriction. You created that man's world, the patriarchy, where you as a feminine could never be free. And so, like my grandmother, you created some sort of aspect of yourself that could get free in a moment. And as much as that's great, it's also very explosive and it's cataclysmic. And there are things that get lost in your soul if you do that enough times. And it's just like this new world for me, commitment, being in a commitment with like a long-term partner. Like I think of me and him and a house and kids and a +1 and everything, and like introducing him as my husband and shit. Like that is weird to me. Chronically single for 5 years. Okay? Just so detached and so able to quickly move on from a guy and just be like, I don't need you, I don't want you, don't call me. And this is just so different. And I need to change. I want to change. What I don't want is to ever hurt anybody. But if my intentions are to love someone and that hurts you, that is not my problem. It's not. You know? And I think I'm understanding why as a psychic medium, like I don't get to have a lot of men that understand that. Because in the same way that as a channeler, as a psychic, there's a highway of dead people that also could at any time come towards me. And I would have to drop everything I'm doing and help them and love them and help them cross over or give them a message or gives their loved one a message or something like that, you know, in that way. I need a man that can understand that. And that's it. And it's just a point of contention when I first start dating that it's like, are you gonna be able to handle that I'm like this? Because I don't know. I don't even know what this is, but it's a lot. It's a lot. Oh, yay. When I'm down, I like to read the Bible and grill. Oh my God. Look at you. Look at you. This is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Crazy, crazy. Are you AI? Because I kind of like it. I kind of dig it. And then after, listen, and then after you're like, after your AI, you say, the heart wants what it wants, girl. Like you were listening to me. So are you AI that listens to me and then like responds like that? Is it normal for people to want to advertise on other people's YouTube chats? That's kind of weird. And I don't like that. And I don't want that. So I'm not manifesting that. But anyway, the heart wants what it wants, girl. Yeah, I know it does. Yeah. I want freedom. That's the only thing I want. Sorry. As a girl who's been caged her entire life, please understand that. Please, please, please know that need. Please let me be free. Because commitment cannot feel like a ball and chain for me. It can't. It can't. It can't. I can't do ball and chain. But see, this is where we have to ask ourselves, guys. Like, okay, so say that okay. So say now that because you know how to consciously manifest, why don't we ask ourselves why we're so afraid of freedom being taken from us? Do we really feel like in our lives we're not free? That's the real thing here. Do we feel like we're not free? And then we have to look at our life and be like, okay, what part of our life takes away our freedom, right? Is it our boyfriend? Is it our job? Is it our work schedule? Is it our yelling kids? Is it, what is it? Because like really deep down, We have to figure it out to be in union. And the whole world wants union, and the world's begging for it and crying out for it. So we have to figure it out. And so you're in that fear, you're in that 3D reminder constantly that your life is a war zone. Then you're of course going to go into the mania of freedom sometimes. Wanting freedom, expressing freedom, being free. Look, I'm free, and giving yourself that permission to feel that free. But that comes from a place of fear if you think about it. If you're experiencing freedom simply for the fact to prove to yourself that you're free, it's really coming from a place of fear. So it's really still the intention is set of fear. It's still not blessing you like love would because you're still doing it out of fear, right? You're trying to escape something that has you in a World War III mindset. Well, you're going to go to a manic episode, a high. Well, not all of you. Don't take that if that doesn't resonate, but some that experience mania like I do, like you go into a high, right? And then you get there and it's like euphoric, but it's not. It's dysphoria. It's dyseuphoria. It's out of order. It's something not working. And then that's when you realize you were intending your high, your experience to be free. You were priming it and charging it up with intentions that were fearful and fear-based. I'm going to escape this place. I'm going to be free. I'm going to prove it. I'm going to prove I'm free. But you weren't doing it out of freedom. You weren't doing it in the energy of freedom. You know what I mean? It's the difference between a belly laugh in front of 100 people that are just giggling. That freedom of experiencing that belly laugh and feeling so proud that you had a fucking belly laugh. And the difference between forcing yourself to giggle because you're like everybody else. One is truly feeling that freedom. Feel it. That belly laugh. Fuck everybody else and their stupid little fuck that. You want a belly laugh? Fucking be about it. Shit, I don't care how many people are sitting there watching you laugh. Be about it. And that moment when you're laughing and it's like not to be a rebel, but just because you're something's fucking hilarious. You see, that's the difference. And that's heaven. That's euphoria. That's true bliss. That is a true manic moment. When you just are happy right there and you're not doing it to like prove something to somebody. You're not trying to prove that you're not a giggler. You're not trying to prove your center of attention. You were just literally happy. And that's something my grandma wasn't. So she'd be like standing in front of 100 people, but laughing like that for attention. She wouldn't be doing it out of love, out of just literally laughing because some shit is funny, you know? And so if you're not happy, but you're still having those moments of power and control and dominance, it's like, it's hurting people. It's hurting people, and that's where your bad karma's coming from. So if I intend that love is the reason I laugh, love is the reason I heal, love is the reason I will channel a message from the other side, because I love someone and I want them to have that closure. Not because I'm afraid that dead people are knocking on my door. Not doing it for money, not doing it for clout, not doing it for, oh my God, that's so amazing, let me give you a compliment. No, but doing it for love, doing it literally at its core, because you fucking know that that soul is in pain and that person needs a message from their deceased loved one. Truly being the medium of love. It is intention. It's the same with being in that crowd of people and the intention being, ooh, I'm going to laugh louder than everybody else so I get attention. That's what my grandma used to do. It was weird. Why? She wasn't getting attention. That's how it had to happen. But like a truly happy person would laugh just fucking because something's funny, not because see, the intention is all different. If I were laughing like that in front of 100 people and it were just because some shit's funny, that intention will get me blessed. because I'm choosing love and happiness and amazingness. And if people look at me after I've cackled like a freaking hen and I'm like, like a donkey, and everybody in that group wants to look at me and laugh at me and be like, why'd you do that? It's up to me to determine if 100 people and their gossips matter to me or not. I could sit there and, oh my God, 100 people just thought I was weird. That was weird, laugh and stuff. Or I could be like, I just showed 100 people how to laugh and be yourself and live life and be happy. Slate it! That's what you could do. You could change it in your mind and be the only crazy person in the entire village. You could be the only person in that fucking group that actually makes some goddamn sense. Fart for love. I did yesterday. I literally farted because my boyfriend, who's very empathic, could feel that I had gas. And he was like, I don't understand, like, my stomach. And I was like, oh, it's me. It's the oatmeal. And then it's the fiber. And then I farted. And then I did that for love. I did that. I even fart in the name of love. I even fart for love, bitch. No joke. And then I talk about my farts for love too. I literally do everything for love because I'm love. I'm the goddess of love. Well, I mean, I'm an emanation of her. I'd like to think that I am. But she is holy and divine and perfect and pure and such a pure beauty. And that's what I try to be. I want to be that. I want to emanate the goddess. Who doesn't? So really what it is like if my grandma, she had those intentions of getting everybody to like just look at her, right? So she didn't know how to take on all those projections of everybody looking at her and being like, you're weird. Why'd you do that? And I, because I don't care what other people think of me, it doesn't bother me when 100 people look at me and say, you're dressed funny. Or like, why do you have a gap in your teeth? Or why are you so weird? It doesn't matter to me anymore. And that's why, mixed with the difference of my intentions, mixed with the fact that I know how to spiritually protect myself too. That leads to a lot of blessings. I'm accruing good karma because I have good intentions. And I'm also experiencing the compounding interest of my good karma from former good intentions. So it's all about intentions. And for my grandmother, her mania was not intended to be love. It was intended to, it was fear. And so because of that, she actually ended up hurting people. Mine is love, and it would not hurt people. If something done in the name of love, it really would not hurt anybody. It would only hurt the ego anyway. It would only hurt the ego, and those are facts. Something that is pure unconditional love does not hurt. So the way that my grandmother, a narcissist, would use her manic bipolar and schizophrenia to hurt other people is not how I, in experiencing the same mental illnesses, how I experience it. I do not use it to harm others. I actually love instructing and guiding people through a lot of that. And understanding that there may be a spiritual element to some of it as well. The bipolar, schizophrenia, there's also spirituality, I think, and mental illness. I'm not going in there today, but that is, I think, also very similar. But the difference between my grandmother and I are complete night and day difference. And so, though I was manic and it was not to do anything but love. and when it is true love, and when it is, you are literally in God, because God is love and love is God. So when you are in God and you do something, there is no shame in that. There is nothing if you are in love. There's no shame. There's nothing but love and magic and the memories that you remember and the healing that you know took place. Anything done in love, there is no shame to it. There is no shame to it. In love. Not in fear, not in agony, not in hopelessness, not in despair, not in desperation. Sleeping with the man because you're desperate and scared of like being homeless or not having money or not having food or something like that. That is not love then. You are not in love with that man while you're doing that. So you are not exchanging love. So there is not an equal give and take of energy exchange. That's why you're not being blessed. That's why a man isn't blessing you, because it's masculine energy that should be giving to you and you should be able to receive it. And you should really be able to tune into that feminine and receive it, but it has to be love. It has to be love. But you're in fear instead. So get out of fear. Stop fearing things. Be in love instead. Because once there's love, and there's only love, then that's all there is ever. And any man that would be angry at that, you have every right to be, if you want to be. Just don't be angry at me. I guess I would say, don't hate the player, hate the game. And then just don't sign up for the game anymore if it really pisses you off that bad. Because there's one thing you can't do to me. You can call me a whole bunch of things. You can call me every name in the book. You can call me harlot, hussy. You can call me a devil, a demon, a freaking false prophet, girl. You can call me fat. You can call me anything you want. But you will call me free. And you will call me blessed. And there's one thing that you're never going to be able to take from me. And that is the freedom and liberation of my soul. That is the knowing that I am free. And I will never be caged in. I don't care who you are. I don't care who you are. I don't. And it's not a manic thing. It's just a soul liberation thing that I have earned. No, you will never own me. You will never have me. You will never control me. You will never. You will never. It will never happen. Ever. Ever. My soul is God. And God is the only one that could destroy a soul or contain it or capture it. And God's not in the market to do that. Why would something so beautiful that created such a beautiful thing called the soul destroy it? Doesn't even make sense. That's pure beauty. So there is no destruction of a soul. So a soul can't be bought and it can't be sold and it can't be kept in a cage. And no, you do not have permission to cage me in to anything. Ever. I even fart for love. Dude, that's when you know I'm high. When I literally admitted that yesterday, I had to fart because Gordon was like, why do I feel like I have gas? And I was like, oh my God. That was me. He's like, what? Yeah, it's the oatmeal. The oatmeal and the fiber. Oh my God. So then I did it, and then I was like, for love. So I farted for love yesterday. And somebody said it in the comment section just now, they're like, fart for love. And I'm like, I did yesterday. Isn't that so crazy? I did. I literally even fart for love. That's how much I love love. Like if I realize I'm causing somebody's pain and it's the fact that you feel like you have flatulence, I think that's hilarious, and I will fart for you. because he's so empathic and so psychic as well that he could literally pick up, because we're the same soul. Like, he's my twin flame, so he has the same thing go on at the same time as me. And I was like, okay, I farted for love. I just want to have a barbecue today and relax. I don't know. That sounds fun. You know what you need? You need a barbecue with that bar ass boys. Hold on. I haven't even gotten up. Well, I mean, I did. I showered. Oh, but I didn't even make coffee yet this morning, guys. I gotta go. I just wanted to tell you about that. The mania thing and mental illness for what it is. The manic ups and then the depressed downs. That for me, I've suffered with that a long time. But again, there's something about like the spirituality aspect of it and realizing that your intentions when you're having a manic episode. Like, what are you actually doing when you're manic? Are you running from a caged state? You're running from a prison. And so you go and you be manic. But the intention is set in, I'm going to have this episode. And in doing so, I'm going to feel free. I'm escaping my life. Right? So like right there's already the set intentions that whatever forces you work with that's going to help you escape your life, they could cause some pandemonium and chaos and fucking ridiculousness in your life. It's as if she was like summoning dark forces to help her do her bidding. And there would always be consequences for it. And I despised what she did so much as a narcissist. I just wanted to be away from her forever. Like I didn't like her at all. I didn't even go to her funeral. Everybody just kind of knew we always had a point of contention, like granddaughter and grandmother, but yet we hated each other. It's because I couldn't stand the narcissism in her and how she used that to hurt people. And I could see it, you know? I could see what she was doing. And only on her deathbed did she even tell my mom that she manipulated everyone her entire life, and she now saw it. She saw it literally at her deathbed, like when she was about to go to the other side. God was showing her what she'd done, like her life review. And I just never wanted ever to be her. And so now I'm noticing that sometimes I have these manic episodes and I end up hurting people in them, and I don't want to ever hurt people. But the difference is that I could stop hurting people if my intentions were love. If I started setting intentions that every day I bless people and I make people happy, and people always feel secure around me, and people always feel safe around me, and I always give them comfort. And instead of the other way around, which is I'm going to be free and I'm going to be wild, I'm going to be myself, and it's going to make everybody feel scared. It's going to make everybody feel like they have to walk on eggshells. It's going to make people terrified of me. No, I don't want that. That's what she wanted. That's what a fallen matriarch wanted. That's what the evil queen wanted for the entire world. The evil in the planet, I really truly think like a dark coven that controlled the planet. No joke. I'm really serious about that. There is one, sure, I'm sure. There's like a shadow government, like fucking witch bitch group. Well, my point is that there's like this energy of their intentions were so bad because they made people want to be afraid and in fear. That my grandma did the same thing. She wanted everybody to be in fear. In fear of her mania. so that they left her alone to do whatever she wanted to do. And then feeling sad and remorseful of her depression, like we're somehow responsible for fixing and healing her depression. So between the two, she had everybody in her life caged in a swollen slumber of ego and pride. And I saw mental illness ruin my family. But then knowing that I have that mental illness, and I don't want it to ruin my family, and I don't want it to ruin my love life, and I don't want it to ruin my business, and I don't want it to ruin anything. I want to fix it, you know? And truly seeing that you can fix it, and you are fixing it. These generational curses, they don't have to affect you anymore. My grandma never has to be in my life again. I don't even work with her on the other side. I don't even let her as a spirit guide work near me, because that might be my own trauma. That might be my own thing, but I don't even, in psychic work, let my grandma work with me. I have noticed that I bring a lot of psychics into my life, and they work with my grandmother, though. They will channel her a lot, but I don't work with her. But yeah, there's just that energy of like the evil witch in the family, the evil matriarch falling from grace. What grace? What grace? She never had grace in the first place. A lot of these empaths and starseeds that incarnated here, you came into the shadow. You came into the worst of the worst of the narcissists of the narcissists. You wanted to be there in that family dynamic. And you wanted to heal that at a really, really deep level. Like, you had to be in the curse of the family. You had to. You had to be their victim. Sad, but that's what it was. You were their victim all along. And so many people didn't even know. They didn't even know that they were a narcissist. No one knew what narcissism was, but yet you knew something was off. But then you have to unlearn everything you saw that narcissist do, because that narcissist was toxic. But you saw how they were powerful. My grandma was the most powerful matriarch. She was so powerful, but in the worst way. The way she was to men was horrible. The way she was to us women was horrible. And how much of it is her fault too, see? Because she was in straitjackets and on big pharma and had like a cocktail medications at any given moment. And how much of that is really her doing? You know, you have to realize and forgive. And this is where mercy and grace comes in. But so today, something has come up, and it's that in my relationship that's nearing union, there's this feeling of like, you want to be free, you don't want commitment. Right. I want to run. I want to run for the hills. This guy scares me. He's a true divine masculine, and I'm scared. He's very powerful. Very, 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 very powerful, and I'm scared about that, to be honest with you. He knows how powerful he is too. See that shit? That gets me, man. I don't know. It's both a turn on and it's also a scary thing. I'm so scared of men who know they're powerful. Really. But you know, I'm more scared of men who don't know they're powerful, because all men are powerful. Look, hey, that's how you got to see it. I'm less scared of a man who knows he's powerful. Self-restraint, discipline, knowing thyself. Ooh, honey, that shit can just, ooh, Lord, bring me a man. Ooh. Knows that it would always be them at the end of the day, no matter what. No matter what. Like, it was just, oh, God damn. That confidence in a man, when you find a man like that, honey. And it's giving boss a daddy. You know what I mean? Like, ooh, honey. And it's like, wow. Yeah, you know it'll be you at the end of the day all the time. Ooh, honey, that man that knows that. Oh shit! Like knows it, and I'm waiting on that. I'm waiting on that. Oh, Emily, hi, babe. Hi. I hope you're doing really well. Hi, Em. It's cute because I actually heard Emily yesterday. That was really adorable, actually. I heard Emily in one of my channeled messages yesterday in a, what was it? A live stream, I think it was. Yeah, I heard the name Emily. That's fun. That's fun. Um, do you have a big dog? I don't know why. I just want to ask somebody if they like a big dog, like a Great Dane or Doberman or something big, a Dalmatian or something huge, like a what the fuck? I don't know. I'm seeing a big dog right now in my mind's eye. Big dog. I don't know why, but I saw that and I want to get some cards because that's strange for me to get that message. But anyway, okay, so let's go where we were going. We were going somewhere fun, and I was going to tell you that the manic bipolar that my grandmother had that they think I have is, for me, controlled because, well, I know Christ. I have Christ consciousness. I have a sound mind. I'm able to see the bipolar that used to occur and it doesn't occur anymore. It's a lot more just polar. Just polarized to the sun. That's it. That's all I have. That's all I have. I don't take any medication anymore. I used to be on a whole bunch of things, but I'm not on that anymore. I would love a Saint Bernard. Yeah. For sure. But yeah, I just had to tell you guys because I think a lot of us that suffer with mental illness, it's like, don't give it a life sentence. Don't make yourself believe what everybody tells you and everybody fucking makes you believe. Like, oh, you're doomed with that shit forever. Like, nah, I'm not. I'm allowed to be fucking happy in any given moment. I'm allowed to have mania and it not be mania because it's just happy. Okay? And then on the days that I'm sad, I'm allowed to just be sad and cry and fucking buy 16 pounds of chocolate and watch Nicholas Sparks all goddamn day. I can do that if I want to do that, if I have that balance, right? And if I can love myself in it, other people will too. Lots of bipolar people have relationships. Lots of schizophrenics have relationships. A lot of people that have mental illness have healthy relationships and dynamics, and they work through it. And I've just never been in a dynamic where I wanted to work through it, is all it is. And I've never actually seen how many of my mental illnesses there might be until this guy came into my life. He just exposes so much shit, man. He brings the light. He's a light bearer. And he is bringing some light to me, honey. And it's just like, whoa. Yeah. Oh. Really? No. Yeah. PTSD? Yeah. Schizophrenia? No. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Something's going on, and anyway, this guy is in my life, and it's just exposing it for me for what it is. And as much as I normally would hate it, I want to be healed from it, and so I need to see it. I don't want it to control my life. I hate the idea of even saying I have a mental illness at all. I hate the idea. I hate the label. I claim I'm healthy. I'm perfect. I'm lovable. I'm amazing, and that's what I want to teach you guys. Do the same thing. I want to teach you also. Claim you're healthy. You are healthy, baby. Other people tried to convince you weren't, but that's okay. That is them. If you want to believe it, you can. It's great. You have that free will to even believe in your mind what the doctor prescribed for you and if it works or not in your body. You are that powerful that literally your mind can create a placebo or not. You're the one that can determine that diagnosis that one doctor gave you is real and the other isn't. Look, if you get 2 different doctors, 2 different diagnoses, right? Boom, boom. Which one do you believe it is? Or do you believe the third, which is that you're healthy? I don't know, but at the end of the day, you're the one that determines it. You're God of your reality. You're the one that makes something fact. Even if it's a lie, if persisted in enough times, it will harden into fact. Anyway, I gotta go do something productive today, guys. Gotta act like a human being out here in these zombie-filled streets. So many freaking zombies out here anymore. I'm in Nebraska. They do zombies here differently, honey. Anyway, I love you with all my heart, guys. It's really a really great day. And thank you for being here. Thanks for talking me through that little whatever I just had. An hour and a half free therapy session. Thank you for listening. That was great. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Bye-bye.